deal.
I thought we had a couple more
Yeah,
coming today, but
that's what it is.
that's okay.
You want to dive into the
Oh yeah, just
so
seeing how just to check in, see if anyone's been doing any meditations or noticing anything or any changes, or if there's been anything going on there.
I've been doing the meditations, not absolutely every day, but close. And yeah, afterwards there's a sense of peace and centeredness. So that feels good. That feels really good. It's been a tumultuous week. So just to have a little bit of that has been a good thing, right?
I was going to say, sometimes when you have those weeks, taking that 5-10 minutes can be really helpful.
It's going into, especially when you have that, it's going into the next scenario, the next thing, whatever you have. You're not going into carrying the weight of previous. You're able to kind of,
well, even if you are carrying a little bit of it, it might feel a little lighter. Or you can look at things a little differly.
Yeah, a little more sense.
Just to step away from it for a bit and get a recenter, and then
totally,
absolutely
next. Yeah,
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah,
cool. Well, Amon, did you get a? Oh, go ahead, David.
I was going to say, Amon, did you get to do any of the meditations or anything? So I know I've been emailing you them.
Yes, you've been emailing me. I've been doing that, but I've been doing like since a couple of years. Like I just pray before I go to bed. I have to. Like, I don't know. I cannot go to sleep sometimes. So praying does help me. I prefer to do it in the morning, but I don't know. I'm a little too lazy, to be honest, to wake up a little early to start meditating. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting there.
Good.
It's good.
You know what? It's again, kind of a recap from last, and this kind of ties in, is the big part of it is just setting time for yourself. Right? That's the number one thing. If you're going to learn anything from this, is that you're putting time aside for yourself to fill your own cup, right? And to allow yourself to have those moments, and you can move through them easier.
Well, and allow yourself to slow down.
Yeah, absolutely. That's enough, because especially our age, our generation, it's always so fast moving. We got all these things that are causing stimulation, so to kind of slow down. And then on top of that, the recap from day one was, said to activating our parasympathetic nervous system. So that's our feed and breed, or our rest and digest nervous system. So anything involved with food and reproductive organs stimulates those. So, but when we're watching scary movies or stimulating movies, or even just having thoughts of whatever in your head that's stimulating and getting you fired up, whether it's angry or excited or drama, it causes our body to go into that fight or flight, and our bodies can't tell the difference. So it has that same response. So so that's kind of day one recap. Day two is about being present. That's the most important thing you can in your life, really, is your time and being present. And the most important thing you can give yourself is to just sit with yourself and to kind of invest back in your own, sit with your own presence and your own thoughts and your own body, and be there for yourself.
And be okay with you where you are, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of move away from that we should be here or should be there, and versus just being with what is, right?
Oh yeah, I like to tell clients to stop shitting all over yourself. That's exhausting.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess the education for today, we're going to talk about breathing. So today's focus is breathing, and this kind of ties into the other stuff really nicely. So breathing is a really big focus on meditation. A lot of people even call it, tie in breath work with meditation. That's actually what we're going to do today during our meditation. And something to kind of keep in mind is that two things. One is that breathing is literally the key between external and internal, right? So it's the way to take your focus from all your surroundings to being internal, being yourself, and putting that energy back into yourself. And where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you think about a scenario or a person or something, if you're putting all your attention into your car, well, that's where your energy is going. You put all your attention into your job, that's where your energy is going. If you put your attention though when you're meditating into a area of your body, that's where your attention is going to go. So that being said, like I said, when you are breathing, you're putting that attention. Part of this is to be able to begin focus on that, how you're breathing deeply. And what we're, the goal there is being activating our vagus nerve. So our vagus nerve, it runs alongside our vocal cords, it's actually on the right side. And when we breathe, deep breathe and inhale and exhale, it's actually stimulated. And that nerve goes right from our brain all the way down to our digestive tract, which is really interesting because that ties into the, that's like the main one for our parasympathetic nervous system. So when we are stimulating that vagus nerve, we are going to have our heart rate lowered, which is really good because, again, if we're going around stimulated and fired up all the time, well, how can we relax? How can we sleep? How can we think clearly? Because we're constantly trying to pull out information, not taking information. So it slows down our heart rate. It helps us slow down our breathing. It also helps increase our digestion and stimulate, digestive juices and your saliva and like all these things involved with digestion, which is also a reason why so many people have digestion issues because they're not able to activate that.
Well, it's even just increasing the blood flow to your digestive tract, which in turn gets those muscles working properly. When you're in fight or flight, your muscles, like your arms and legs, that's where all your blood is going because you're literally ready to start swinging or running. Yeah,
absolutely. So when we activate that nerve, it brings it. It helps us to be able to calm down. We do that by breathing, right? Think of that big breathing. So what we're going to do a little bit today when we're breathing is think of that like when you make that bit of that noise and you're kind of not exacerbating it, but just good, like where you feel it kind of in your throat and you feel it in your stomach, where you feel that all the air just kind of leaving your body in like a really good, like deep. There's a few other ways to do it, and that's kind of the way we're going to teach, but you can do it, funny enough, by like singing, chanting, and actually humming, which is interesting because I even said in the videos that we weren't going to do chanting, but it is interesting that the chanting can actually help, and it does tie into why monks and different religions would chant and hum, because it does actually help you activate that vagus nerve being relaxing. So we're going to teach the deep breathing part and the exhaling part, because that you can do anywhere at any time, very easy. Even if you're at work or whatever in a stressful scenario, you can take a minute and just that big deep exhale. So
I would also include the exhale with a shoulder drop.
Yeah,
because when we're in fight or flight and we're feeling stress, we tend to come up here. So actively bringing our shoulders down helps engage that relaxation.
Absolutely. And so today, again, we're going to go through that. In the video, Emily is going to talk about different areas that you're going to focus on to contract. So it's going to start from your perineum, which is your taint, essentially between your genitalia and your butt. And there's that spot there that you're actually going to try to contract and put attention there when you're inhaling, going from that, moving up to your lower abdomen, moving up to your upper abdomen, through your chest. And you're putting your attention there because, one, it brings you back to your body. Two, it gives your brain something to do because our brain constantly wants to wander off and do whatever. Three, it actually does help with the breathing aspect. So
for women, it's a lot like a Kegel. That perineum, you squeeze your perineum, it's a little like a Kegel. So when you draw up through that, you engage your lower abdomen, engage your upper abdomen, then you're just going to focus on that energy and that breath. And it's going to sit at your top, and I'm going to have you hold it at your top. But I'll walk you through that in the meditation as well.
Absolutely. We could dive into more about the purpose of that, but essentially there's a lot of nerves through those areas, and that's why we're doing that. So
it also covers the chakras. That's your line of chakras as well.
Yeah. So I think I can jump into it, and then we'll do a little recap after and just see how. Yeah.
So for this one, again, just get comfortable. Cameras on or I'm on, cameras off, whatever works for you, doesn't matter. And it's about 10 minutes. So yeah, we can just jump right into the meditation. Let me get it going here. What I gotta do. This one. I'm getting better at this part, y'all. Okay.
As you settle
Can you hear it?
into a relaxing place,
Yes, we can hear it.
make sure you're sitting where there is no tension, no pinching, no strain on the body. Notice how your body makes contact with where you are. Feel it on your back, on your legs, your shoulders, your arms. Feel a deep sense of support and grounding. There's nowhere to be. There's nothing that needs doing. You are here and present. Feel your body begin to relax as you breathe your natural rhythm. You feel your face begin to relax, your eyebrows, the back of your head, your ears, your nose, your jaw. The relaxation continues down your neck, your shoulders, your chest, down your arms and fingers, continuing through your abdomen, your upper back, your lower back, spreading through your belly, down your legs, down your calves, your shins, into your feet, and through your toes. As you sink into this relaxation, gently place your hands on your lower abdomen. Focus on breathing in through your nose and gently out through your mouth. Just feeling it rise and fall as you breathe. Feeling the air from down your chest into your belly and spreading through every cell in your body. Staying with your natural rhythm, really feeling it. Now, on your next inhale, we're going to focus on breathing through your nose, feeling it draw up from your perineum, through your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, through your chest and your neck, all the way to the top of your head, where you're going to hold it. Feel the energy building at the top of your head as you continue to hold your breath at the top. And slowly exhale out your mouth, drawing your belly in to expel the air out of your body. And again, breathe in through your nose, drawing up from your perineum through your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, through your chest, your neck, all the way to the top of your head. Hold. Keep holding it at the top of your head, feeling it. And exhale everything out. Drawing your belly up and in. Feel your body. Feel the air moving through your body. Into every muscle, every tissue, every cell of your body. Okay. And again, we're going to draw up, straight up from your perineum, up through your belly. Feel the air come up through your upper abdomen, through your chest, through your neck, to the top of your head. And feel that breath, feel that energy building at the top of your head as you hold your breath. Hold it. Hold it. And exhale everything, letting it all out, squeezing your belly. Feel your hand rise and fall as you breathe. And again, breathe in through your nose. Draw that breath, draw that energy straight up from your perineum, through your entire abdomen, bringing it up through your chest, through your neck, and all the way to the top of your head. And hold it there. Hold that energy, hold that breath, hold that intention at the top of your head, and keep holding. Hold it. Hold it. And as you exhale, let everything out. Feel a release. Feel your shoulders drop as you let go. Now bring your awareness to your hands. Feel them rising and falling with your breath. Feel the warmth of your hands spread through your abdomen. Feel the breath spread with it. Feel a deep peace through your entire body. And on one more slow inhale through your nose, and out of your mouth, slowly bring yourself back into your body by gently rubbing your hands on the top of your legs. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and slowly open your eyes.
Awesome. Cool. Well,
How's everybody feeling?
It was my first time. I did get a little bit distracted. It's my mind, but
Yep.
it, to be honest, it did feel good.
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 It's a good start.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely.
course.
So you said you're getting distracted. You find your brain was just kind of trying to find things to think about.
Yes, yeah. So I was like, I have a little bit of pain in my jaw, so I was thinking about that, and then I'm like, oh, it's so nice outside. Maybe I should go for a walk, and yeah, just some thoughts.
Totally. That's totally normal.
Mhm.
Definitely part of the process. And
Mm-hmm.
I say like there's whatever your brain kind of whatever your go-to is in meditation, that's typically what you need. So if it's like or something you need to work on. So if it's like, okay, I'm all these things I'm wanting to do, it's like, right, okay, I need to learn to just be, and it's okay to just sit and be. Or I used to, like I said, for the first year I'd think I just fell asleep every time. And it was like, right, okay, like I was clearly tired and I need to actually get sleep, not actually get
Mm-hmm.
rest. So that's definitely a good start.
How about
Go ahead. Yeah.
how about you?
Oh, it was, yeah. I always have a little bit of a panic when I have to hold my breath. It's a
Mm,
very interesting thing.
Okay.
yeah.
But by the final one, it was, it wasn't a panic, and I've noticed it with different breathing techniques that I've done, like Wim Hof and whatnot.
Mhm.
Um, it takes a little while to be able to relax with that and know
Nice.
the body, let the body know it's okay. I have no trouble staying present with my body. That's
Yeah.
I have years of practice with different practices to do that, so I'm good with that, but it's the breath that's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds to me like an area that would, that has an opportunity for focus,
Mm,
right? If your nervous system is, because you are in total control, right? Like there is no need to panic because you are in control, but our systems do this to us. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
When I first started doing breath work, like we did some breath work with a local trainer, and he put us through these different things, and I would get panicky, but towards the end of some of our sessions, I was able to hold my breath for up to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
Very
get that.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's just it's actually for the body to know,
Yes.
Yeah, that it's okay.
for the body to know that it's okay. So that, yeah, so when I haven't done the Wim Hof breathing for a long time, but
Yeah.
it there's a process where you hold your breath.
Yeah.
And yeah, at first it was hard and panicky, but then it gets okay, right? It's very interesting.
Totally.
Absolutely. And I think Dr. Joe talks about Joe Dispenza talks about training the body being like the subconscious and kind of being like a to go into both of them, kind of like a wild horse, right? It just wants to like go and do because it's so used to just doing. So to bring it back, right, into kind of your training that. And
Mhm.
even with the breath, and that's why I do like the breath focus, because I mean you could be drifting off onto thoughts all day long when you're meditating, but as soon as you start like, oh, I gotta like really inhale because I'm supposed to hold my breath for a while, like holy, like you go from being here to here right away.
That's the point of it.
Right, which is super cool.
Mhm.
And then you're able to go like, and like you said, it's to go to, that's the work, and that's the best part of coming back to being like, okay, right, I do have, like, I'm in control, so I can let go of my breath at any time. So I'm okay. And being at peace with that, which I struggle with for sure. Like I'm making hold the breath way longer. But it is definitely, yeah, you kind of said it's bringing you back to your body, right? And bringing you back now specifically, right? So, no, that's awesome. I guess maybe more, Deborah, but have you found yet that when you are when you have been meditating, do you find yourself like drifting off and kind of leaving your body at all?
Well, I mean, not in this particular meditation because it's very body focused.
Yep.
Not too often, actually. I'm pretty. A lot of it is embodiment stuff. So when
Right.
I'm being still, I'm actually inside of myself.
Right.
Right.
No, absolutely.
So I don't. Yeah, that's sort of my intention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the part I love about it the most is just we're not, again, it's not the focus today and actually a few weeks out, but is, you know, when you are able to focus on the body and focus on, and then kind of focus on different areas around you, you can kind of get into the spot where you actually, your body is at rest, and then your conscious kind of goes off into, you know, this, call it the realm of awareness, for lack of a better term, or this like space of this space of just where you can see, visualize, see things move, you know,
It's like
and
a space of possibility.
a space of possibility. You know, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks just this blackness you see in your third eye, but I kind of look at it as this place where you can just like whatever you want to, like I said, possibility, create, do, is that's where this is done. And it's cool.
Unlimited.
It is, and it's cool because time doesn't actually exist there in a different, in the same plane that we do here. I said to mention this before in other meditations. Again, we're going to talk about it more, but I want to keep kind of hinting at is that there's been lots of times we've had these meditations where, you know, you're breathing, and also boom, now you feel yourself drift off into this like this blackness, this awareness, but you're aware, you know, you're just a consciousness, your body's resting, and you'll go off onto these thoughts, into this trail of, okay, these things that you want or that you're trying to, you know, work on or whatever it is, you know, you're visualizing these things and you're kind of going through like a movie, and then also you're like, oh, and you kind of come back and you're like, oh my God, holy, I was doing that forever. And then you're like, and because it's a meditation, no, and it's been like a minute, not even, but it's felt like 30 minutes, an hour even sometimes. So it's really fascinating, and we're going to talk about that lots more, but how, you know, time can kind of shift almost. Now it's not this consistent thing that depending on where we're putting our awareness, like I know when I first did this meditation, I was like, oh my God, Emily, it's already over. Like that felt like it was 2 minutes. And then other times it feels like time's just extended, and I've been in this suspended place where time doesn't, just keeps going.
Mhm.
But in reality, my body's only, you know, it's only been a minute or 2 minutes.
Mhm.
So again, we're gonna talk about it more later, but this is like the work of it. This is kind of how to build to that foundation. So
I think Perry actually experienced that in day one. I remember when we did that 5-minute meditation, he said, when we came out of it and we were doing our follow-ups, I think he said, yeah, I couldn't believe it was over. Like he felt like he had just closed his eyes.
right, which is great. So any questions? No. Cool. What's that?
I'm
Not for
good.
me,
Okay.
Raymond.
No, it's all good. Awesome. So yeah, that's it for today. Meditation is on.
I'll send it out. I'll send it in the recap. I'll send the video of the recap, and I'll send out the meditation, and it's just on YouTube, so you can go anytime and watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I would just encourage just, you know, do as best you can to do it every day. You know, it's about, again, the habit, carving out time for yourself, and then notice how you feel before, notice how you feel after. And or what, you know, those moments where you're like, oh my God, I don't have time for this, or oh my God, I have this, you know, whatever it is, when you're just feeling that, that's the time you need the most.
It's interesting.
That's the time that it's like, no, you need to stop and
Or
do this now.
typically you do, yeah.
Typically you do, and we've had this even when we're in visits and we're traveling or whatever, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, I need to, like,
And I
going
can
right
actually
now.
see it in his eyes. They get kind of foggy.
Yeah.
And I know that he needs to reset and he needs to come back into his body.
Yeah, because I become not present, right? And that's the whole purpose of it, is just be able to be present.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely do your best with that. If you guys have questions, definitely reach out. And that's about it.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll have some more people here next week.
Yeah.
We have 10 signed up, so
Trying to get them all in the same spot is be difficult.
yeah.
Awesome.
It was really fun, to be honest. It was fun to see you guys. You guys are a very nice couple. It was good.
Thanks, Aman.
Look forward to seeing your face, Aman.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's like swollen from one side, so it's like not symmetrical right now. So
I understand. I was frozen this week too, and it was from a dentist, and oh yeah, it's
Oh.
uncomfortable and not very
Yeah.
pretty.
No, I was crying the whole time. Everybody was looking at me, but I'm like,
Oh.
I don't care. It's fine.
Oh, I thought that you got put under.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, but after. Okay.
Yeah, yes. I was crying before, like, you have to wait on the in the reception area, and
Oh yeah, when you get so afraid, this would have been a good opportunity to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I was breathing, I was praying, I was doing everything I could do, but yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it went really well. The doctors was so nice. They were awesome.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll catch you all next week.
Thank you
Well,
for
before that,
coming.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
time into your own lives and yeah, investing in yourself.
And for supporting us in this.
Yeah,
This is our
absolutely.
first time doing these
Yeah.
workshops, so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.